what's the last podcast that had you addicted? Or what's the last podcast that you did episode after episode after episode? And that would be much more interesting and information giving than what I chose to do for a living. So trust me, you're going to have an answer to that question. As years progress, you're going to have an answer to that question. So if you see yourself getting sidetracked with the heart matters, remember that as you get older, it doesn't matter the situation. People will always ask you what you do for a living. And you want to have an answer for them. I know you do. You want to be proud of that answer too. Me, I couldn't care less. As long as there was a roof over my head and bills were getting paid, I couldn't care less what the answer was. But I feel for you, you're proud of your chosen career. And deservedly so. Deservedly so. Okay. Now I know I've got subs to boost, but bear with me. I've boosted all subs so far, and I'll do one non-sub. So, Love Like the Galaxy, you're up next. You're welcome, Water Bottle, and I can feel the pride in what you've chosen to do for a living, so keep doing it. Love Like the Galaxy, you're wanting an emotional reading. You're doubting your intuition at the moment. I feel you may have met somebody. Your intuition's saying, nah, this person's... they're good on paper, but I don't feel it. And yet you keep going back to the on paper. Just a yes or a no. I haven't turned over a card yet, so I'm just tuning into your energy. So I'm picking up that you've met somebody and they're good on paper, but you're not feeling it. Just let me know if that resonates. You're a bit emotional. Okay. I'm going to get my spirit deck out because I do have a spirit link, but I didn't think it was yours. Just let me shuffle my spirit cards. Can you recognize the name of Lily? Just a yes or a no. You don't have to give me any more information than that. You know of a Lily. Okay. Can you understand losing somebody recently within the last month, maybe month and a half? Okay. I'm sorry for your loss, Love Like the Galaxy. I feel there was a distance between you and the person you lost. Okay, White Rose. I'm getting a feeling of Rose. I heard Lily. I don't know where Lily fits in, but I'm getting a feeling of Rose. whether that be the flower or a name. I can't be 100% sure. I'm feeling like a motherly, grandmotherly energy coming through. There's a motherly, grandmotherly energy coming through. Okay, can you understand where grandmother and Rose would fit in? If grandmother is in the spirit world. If grandmother's still living, then it's not that. Okay. I want to say you miss your grandmother's hugs. Purple Haze, welcome in for the first time. I really need to say you miss your grandmother's hugs. Oh, this is so much easier when I do the in-person demonstration. So much easier. But I feel as if either grandfather passed way before grandmother, or grandmother and grandfather separated. Because I'm feeling grandmother passing alone. I was lagging. Okay. I feel as if grandfather passed a long time before grandmother, or grandmother and grandfather weren't together at the time of grandmother's passing. Okay. I'm constantly, yeah, I got missing hugs. I didn't get anything about a house. So thank you, suspicious username, for filling in the gap. I did get that you missed grandmother's hugs. And the emotional that you're feeling at the moment, I feel you need to check in with a healthcare practitioner. Because I feel as if the emotional phase has been going on for some time. That's okay. Thank you for helping me, suspicious username. I always appreciate the help. But I'm getting that grandmother didn't always listen to her physicians. And it's almost like, listen to your physicians. So whoever is treating you or helping you out, listen to them. And I'm going to scroll over and check my bit rate. Okay. Come on, Karen. Okay, yeah, my bit rate's all over the place. I feel it, whatever you're you're going through Love Like the Galaxy, it's been going on for at least 7 months. And it's like things have only got more complicated. And I feel like the person... excuse me, the person you lost recently, they had a role in their own passing. The person you lost recently had a role in their own passing. Okay. Get up there. Luopan, thank you for your concern. I'm better. Okay. Love Like the Galaxy, you're not asking for much. You've had your grandmother and the person you lost recently come through. All I can say is I started coughing. I feel like there might have been gagging at the end. But because I'm on antibiotics that I'm allergic to, which closes up my throat, it could be me. But yeah, I feel a lot of alcohol. A lot of alcohol. Then please get your cough checked out by a physician. I actually know why I've got the cough, but I don't drink alcohol as a rule. I do on special occasions, but that's about it. I'm picking up a lot of alcohol with this person that passed recently. Okay. I'm getting confused with the grandmothers because I was picking up a younger energy that passed recently. So, Love Like the Galaxy, do your own research. But the grandmother that I was picking up on earlier, I get the hugs. I feel like that grandmother lost a lot of weight just prior to passing. Like there was a lot of a lot of muscle deterioration just prior to passing. And just a reminder to everybody, Spirit do not talk through the cards. I just need to keep my energy high in order to deliver a message, because playing with the cards is a way of keeping my energy high. It could have been rubbing alcohol, because when I asked what alcohol, I got the separation between skin and muscle. I felt muscle weakness or muscle deterioration big time. And I'm 58, so yeah, as we get older, our skin loses some elasticity. But unless we lose muscle, our skin doesn't usually pull away from the muscle. Well, love like the galaxy, just know they're with you. They're walking each step through life with you. So you're never alone. And I feel that loneliness has something to do with your emotional feelings at the moment. So please seek out help, because whatever grandmother I was picking up on said they did not follow their doctor's advice very well. Really? Is that true? Suspicious username. In Australia, we use rubbing alcohol maybe for an infection. But no. If it was nausea, we would use, or in my family anyway, we would never use alcohol. To stop nausea, we would use ginger ale or ginger beer. That's a common Aussie thing. We would never turn to alcohol. Even though Aussies have got a big reputation for being big drinkers, our cures tend to be either related to our indigenous population or related to really old wives' tales that came over when Australia was settled. So nausea is something that we would probably treat with ginger. So isn't it strange how culturally we can all be different? So strange. Ah. Didn't know that. Love like the galaxy. Did not know that. I can't have a bath. I actually miss having a bath. Hi, Peachy. I miss having a bath in my house. I know, in different cultures, Purple Haze. But there you go. All I did was smell the alcohol. So if it relates to you in that way, then I'm okay. But I don't remember alcohol being used unless it was to clean a dirty wound, maybe. And even then, saline solution or salt water was used more often. As was sulfur. I can remember my grandmother using sulfur tablets. So, yeah, bit weird. But anyway, Peachy. Okay. My guides are really having me move the cards around today. You're welcome. Just know they're around you. And there's a grandmother that wants to give you the hugest bear hug from behind. Okay, Peachy. What's going on in your life to get 10 of Pentacles when I split the deck, Peachy? I feel like you're indecisive at the moment, though. I get indecisiveness. It's like you don't want to move away from home, but I feel like something is pushing you in that direction. Okay. And I split the deck in Ace of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Now, I feel as if where you live is families and older people. Single people have moved away. I'm picking up I'm picking up a change in energy though. Yeah. I feel a heavy, heavy weight on your traditional values. I feel a heavy weight on your traditional values. And those traditional values involve family. Particularly mother is what I'm picking up. It's almost like you've devoted yourself to being there for mother. Okay. And I feel your mother may have mentioned this. You've got to live a life yourself. Can you understand mother being Virgo? Virgo or Gemini? With the Lovers card. Okay. Oh, Luopan, sorry to see you leave. She's a Leo. Okay, if you can accept, this has got all the fixed signs, and then the Lovers card came out. Your mother wants you to follow your dream, and mother may have even suggested a high school flame that your mother knows is still available. Okay. There was 10 of Pentacles is still in the bottom, and you got 10 of Cups here with the Lovers. And the World. I'm feeling you might be holding yourself back. You might be trying to second guess somebody's intentions. And I do feel as you've got the Star card. I'm not worried about the read at all. But I feel you're second guessing someone's intentions, and it's someone you grew up with. Yep, you keep going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. It's like, is there a better option out there for me? I do feel your mother would disagree. They think the person that you grew up with is a catch. But there's a bit of pressure on you at the moment to move away from home. Or to move out on your own. That type of energy. It could even be earlier than high school. It's someone you grew up with. If it's not somebody you grew up with, it's somebody who presents caring but doesn't present the wooing. And I do have to say that I've said this many times in my streams. Relationships are built over time. Even when that relationship is a friendship, it's built over time. So if it's somebody you had a friendship with and it's now moved and progressed, I can still see you keeping your options open. No wonder your head is so burdened. I feel as if mum is concerned that you don't get out enough. You're very responsible. However, you aren't socializing as your mother would have. And like I'm thinking, your mother's probably younger than me, but there used to be community dances that you could go to meet people, or community events. There aren't those things anymore. And your mum wants you to get out and about. And I do feel the universe is pushing you in that direction too. And you're resisting it. Look, since 2025 rolled around, I haven't been out much either. I kicked off 2025 with COVID. The long COVID, not the short version. Which I'd never had COVID before, so I was really lucky. And then that rolled into, I hadn't even got over that, and I got an infection. So, yeah. Back on the merry-go-round for me. But I feel for you, you're digging your heels in. You're resisting it. Okay, keep looking at the... Okay, I'm going to put that upright because that's on the bottom all the time for a reason. I feel as if I need to say, stop digging your heels in. There's something here that you're fighting hard against. And I'm just going to go over my bit right here. See what... Oh, it's evened out. Good. Yeah, I get the last semester thing. Put out your resumes, put them out, and then go out party. But I feel even on the resume front, you're holding back for some reason. You're holding back for some reason. Don't know the entire reason, but it's almost procrastination energy. I feel you may have been told that for the last 6 months and nothing's come of it. So stop digging your heels in and just get it done. Nothing is ever going to be perfect. But you can sort that out in an interview. Yeah. Don't socialise online. Anybody can pretend to be anybody online. And with every lie that's told, another lie gets told. And when you do find out the truth, it's hard to unravel. I'm an in real life person. Favour in real life. Now my guide said next to. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I do feel you will actually do this in person. I get that you're trying to socialise online, but I feel the stability of what you're studying is paramount. And think of all the amount of time you spent hermiting while you studied. It's now time to party. Now time to party. And in real life party. So that's what I have for you, Peachy. I like that suspicious username. I used to actually live near an aquarium, so go figure. That is so freaky what you just said about so freaky what you said about that. I'm going to put the list up. Just be aware that if I do get kicked off, I am away from keyboard and will come back to the queue as soon as I can. So Dana is next. But Peachy, get those resumes out and then forget about it. Go out party. Get the phone call, so what, it goes to voicemail. They think you're in demand. You don't have to tell them that you're out partying the night before. But it's like, I need to get unstuck. So whatever you need to do to get yourself unstuck, your mum's worried just as much as I am. So get unstuck. But I will be back as soon as I can. And I am back. Sorry for my absence. Antibiotic time, but Calypso, you completely got distracted with your homework and forgot that you were in the queue. Well, there you go. Yes, it is you, Dana, that is next. And I do have to boost Scorpio, Eternal Peace for me and Scorpio. Only because Eternal Peace for me was a sub last week, not this week. But I was absent last week. Thank you for the welcome back, Dana. Doing this solo and not well. Okay. No. I need to ask one question before, because my guides are confusing me with the cards at the moment. Can you understand having written either a story or a plan in on paper? Thank you, suspicious username. I'm fighting my way back today. But if Dana can just ask, I feel there's writing out a plan, writing out a story, whether that be, I know now you can do computer generated stories. You've done a vision board recently. Okay. Now, if you planned out your nails, look, I planned out mine, but I said I'm just going to go plain black. There's something that looks to me like a floral tattoo. Just let me know if that resonates with what you've been planning out, because then I know my guides are just confusing me with which deck I need to pick. All this to know what deck. Come on, you know I'm better than that. I'm seeing what floral on the nails. I can live with that one. Floral on the nails. I feel as if you're boosting who you are. It's like the planning out is just enhancing who I naturally am. It's almost like I don't let anyone touch my nails, so I don't do the acrylic thing. I'm the only one that's allowed to touch my nails. But trust me, I got nails that don't bend, and they're my real ones. So it's really working. Okay. No wonder my guides are going backwards and forwards, because I do feel like you're walking away from what's fashionable, what's popular. You're walking away from that. You're doing you. And you're okay with you being different to what's popular. There you go. That's why my guides were confusing me. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the world. So I keep... Now, a lot of people wouldn't know this. Dolly Parton, in terms of Dolly Parton's appearance, she used what she thought was attractive in the streetwalkers for her persona, but she loved it. And when someone pointed it out to her that what she was doing was dressing up like a hooker, she still did it. And I feel like there's a few things with that short story that would resonate with you. It's like you don't care. Oh, Dolly is a queen. See, I know a few songs of Dolly's, but can I say no? My grandmother was a fan. And it was like, I don't care what people say anymore. I'm just doing me. And me is unique. And I do have to boost Horse Drawn Portrait as well. Yeah. But, okay. I do get a contradiction in what you're doing. In terms of, don't let others affect your energy. I'm on board. I'm on board with what you're doing. But I feel you can see that there's some part of you that is really old school. And there's some part of you that is ultra modern. And I feel you're blending the two together. Yeah. It's working for you. There's no doubt it's working for you. But you're successfully blending the two. Okay. I feel like you may have encouraged others to do the same thing just by doing you. Or somebody is copying you. Isn't that strange? Whenever one of us gets our own style, somebody we know will copy it. It's like, no, that's my style. It's gained you quick attention. It's like sped up that envisaging process. And I feel you might have a snake ring or a snake bracelet or a snake pendant. I'm seeing a snake in the form of jewelry. You do have it. Okay. I can also see snake earrings. That'll do. Snake in the form of jewelry. That's what I was saying. Snake in the form of jewelry. It's right here. I don't know whether you can see it. It just kept jumping out. I'm having to agree with somebody that may have said this to you. Ditch the dark purple or black lipstick. Ditch it. I feel there's another colour that suits you better. There's another colour that suits you better. And like you've all seen me with the dark purple on stream, and yes, I mainly wear red on stream because no other colour actually shows up. But in real life, would I wear dark purple or red? No. Not when I'm going out. I feel you pushing against it. You know what I'm referring to. And I feel you pushing against it. Then ditch it. There's another colour that suits you better. Because I was getting the colour black purple and I'm thinking, well, black purple's common. But I can apply it to clothing too. There's another colour that suits you better. It's, for me, if I wear grey, I look like I am dead. Grey actually draws me of any colour in my face. It draws me. It just doesn't suit me. I can wear any other colour. I'm lucky. But grey, I've got to stay away from. And I feel as if there's another colour that does suit you a lot better because I feel like the darker colours take the colour out of your cheeks. Yep, the sun. There we go. I feel somebody else has said it to you, like Mother Energy has said it to you. And I feel as if I need to say the loose skirts and shapeless tops, you've reconsidered it, but because you've already got it, you've stuck with it. I see success in changing the style as well. Because I see like floor length, dark, and it's matched with pretty much neck to wrist tops. Let your true freak shine. Don't try and blend in anymore. Yeah, it's like you've got shape. There's nothing wrong with, like, my shirt today is oversized, but my skirt isn't. So try one oversized, one not. My skirt is a very fitted skirt, and I've teamed it with an oversized top, only because it's linen and it's stinking hot. It's 40 degrees Celsius here. So I'm wearing linen because it's cool. Keeps you cool. I do feel as if there's an external interest, as in a romantic external interest. But they haven't seen you. It's like you've tried to hide yourself for some reason. They want to see more, the more of the glow up you. And I feel as if the change to external appearance will actually change what you're attracting. You can resonate with it. I feel the change to the external appearance will change what you're attracting. Because I feel as if you're attracting players or toxics. And that's not what you want. You want someone sensible. You want somebody who is grounded in their thinking. You're successful in who you are. What you wear doesn't matter. Yeah, I get that theory. But we often project what we attract. So if you want someone who is a bit more bubbly, a bit more talkative, a bit more engaging, dress like you want to attract. It's usually applied to career, okay? This principle is dress like you want to attract. But I do feel as if, in your experience, the sun's in the middle of your read. I am not worried. I feel that this change will only improve things. Because I do feel as if you've only been attracting either players or toxic people. And it's like only a player or somebody who wants to shame you will... I know, when I want to be alone, I go out dressed in all black. Because people think I've just come from a funeral, so they leave me alone. But take a risk and shape it. It reminds me of Outcast. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. It's like if you look at any music video thing that guys looked at or that people looked at, they looked at what was being presented to them, and in the Outcast music clip, there is all shapes and sizes presented, but they're all wearing outfits that enhance what they've got. And hopefully that makes sense, because it's not like you're going to change your body size overnight, for example. But I actually feel you've got a figure and you need to show it off. Okay, now you get to choose the oracle. I've got 13th oracle, Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. I know when I was working corporate, it was easier. Black skirts, black blazers, you know, that sort of thing. It was easier. Magic of Unicorns for some reason. Okay. It's by Diana Cooper. Yeah, but black was easy. But it also showed everybody around me that there was zero effort. And I got promoted when I started putting effort in. Wearing different... As I said, it usually applies to career and manifesting, but in your case, I feel this is love. Okie dokie. Come on, guys. There we go. Soul healing. Ah. Now, not a sign of black. A little bit of purple, but not much. Not a sign of black on that card. And this is how I see you soldiering forward. Gold. Golden glow. Your aura's glowing. Yeah. Thank you for noticing the red roses on the linen. Yes, I do have red and pink roses. I've got a red skirt on, so I match. I match. Let's see. 16. Almost. Soul healing. Unicorns are so pure that they can align with your soul, heal it, and raise its frequency. Your soul has to be at least 7th dimensional before you are allowed to incarnate on Earth, and may be of an even higher frequency. I like where this is going. Don't always agree with Diana Cooper, but I'm liking this one. I think it's appropriate. Over eons, you may have had many experiences. Some of these have bruised you at the deepest levels, and you are waiting to be soothed and healed. Others have lit up and expanded your entire essence. You aren't just balancing your own soul's lessons now. In these social times, as we prepare for the new golden age, you are harmonizing and clearing any family as well as ancestral karma recorded in your soul star chakra. In addition, you may be one of the brave and gracious light workers who is undertaking country as well as world karma. This is a great soul offering of your wondrous unicorn. This is a great soul offering, and your wondrous unicorn will assist you in transmuting it all. Your guidance now is to ask your unicorn to work with you both in and out of your conscious awareness, to heal all that needs to be released and purified. Your eyes are the windows of your soul, so look into your unicorn's eyes and ask it to reflect back to you your true soul colours. Your whole reading's been about colour and shape and how you project it to the world. And I'm thinking this card is just vibing with the reading. You may be aware of blue, gold, pink, violet, or any other hue. Seeing who you are enables your celestial companion to bring your core spirit forward to accomplish all the healing that your magnificent soul has undertaken in this lifetime. Your affirmation is, my soul is beautiful and perfect. And I'm like, yeah, all that jumped out at me from that was gold. But I also get a sense that grey might actually be your colour. Because I started talking about how grey was not my colour. Oh, purple haze. There you go. Purple haze. It's interesting you ask about the colour purple because I shocked people. Oh, Calypso, sorry to see you leave. I shocked people one stream when I actually explained why purple took off as a colour that was in fashion. And it used to be that people who wore purple weren't getting any. Ghostling, welcome in. So the colour of desperation was purple. Guess what? As soon as I found that out, I stopped wearing purple. As soon as I found that out, I stopped wearing purple. And it is the colour of... The weird thing is, a lot of people don't know, but well, I can't say recently, months and months ago, I separated from a 10-year relationship. And at the time I separated, all of my purple roses had died. They were interplanted with yellow. All the yellow ones survived. Yellow was truth and honesty in roses. The purple was muted passion or desperate passion. And it's like, I thought it was so universally humorous that one by one, all the purple roses died. The yellow ones that were interplanted stayed. And it's like, yeah, I saw the truth and I got out. Yeah, it going back to ancient times, you're right, Ghostling, it was a royal colour. And only royalty could wear it. However, only royalty could afford to wear it. Even with the blues and the reds. Because it was made by shellfish. Robot 3, welcome in. Well, there you go. I was told by... Oh, happy Lunar New Year to everybody. And thank you for the hydrate, Robot 3. I need it. Yeah, the dye that made red, purple and blue came from shellfish. And it needed like 10 employees to make the purple and also red, because red was, even in stained glass windows, red was made out of gold. In clothing, the seashells were still needed to make red, and they needed 10 employees to get the shellfish to make those colours. But so, yeah, there's a little bit of a segue sidetrack. In Australia, we're lucky. The Aboriginal people of Australia, the original owners of the land, know how to make red out of basically dirt. So we're lucky in Australia to get natural dyes that are red. And there you go. But yeah, the world is on its way to you. Bottom of the deck for you, Dana. I feel like there's a glow up. And yes, but that's a segue as to how people make natural dyes. We're lucky with the Aboriginal people in Australia that, or the traditional owners of the land, they know how to make red dyes. And out of dirt. Go figure. We're lucky in Australia. Now, let's see. I'm going to put the list up because I need to know where I am. Look, I know the changes you're making are so positive. I didn't want to put a dampener on them, Dana. But adding a little bit of improvement is not putting a dampener. So, yeah, rock your style. I know they are amazing, Ghostling. I have a friend that is full Aboriginal. We have been friends since kindergarten. Their loyalty is amazing as well. They're a beautiful culture. And yes, will always have a special place in my heart. Okay. Stella is an angel. You are up next. And then I have to boost Eternal Peace for me. So, hello, Stella. Okay, that's done. Okay. Oh, what's got you a bit angry, Stella? What's got you a bit angry? I'm feeling like things aren't going according to plan. You've been very sad. Can you understand things aren't going according to plan? It's how I shift energies. I get my guides to give me a little bit of information just so I can shift energies quickly. Because streaming doesn't allow for me to sage after every single read. So I want to say divine timing is at play here. Yes, you wanted to kick off 2025 running, but divine timing had to slow it down a bit. And if we're looking at how we seek out people in the world, sometimes the people we're seeking aren't ready. So instead of us losing enthusiasm, divine timing can slow it down for us a bit. Yeah, there we go. I get this feeling of you not wanting to go back to a homebody. Yes, your domestic skills are valuable, but you're not wanting to go back to being... Ah, the sun's come out. There you go. Ha! I like this read. I can see your desire not to go backwards. And yet I feel as if things that have happened have made you feel as if you're going backwards. You're not. It's just divine timing putting a pause on. Think of it like driving a car. Wouldn't you love it if your car could brake for you to avoid doing a bumper hit to the car in front? Even though we ourselves as competent drivers would actually stop, there's always that chance that we may not. Divine timing and the universe are the same. I feel as if you're not going backwards, you're still moving forward. You have come up against someone that tried to put out that spark. Just recognize they didn't succeed. The spark is still there. You may be going through a sad phase, but I do feel a divine timing with this. You're going to get back on track once you've processed what's happened early this year. You're going to get back on track, and what you were wanting is going to come about. So hopefully, Stella, that resonates for you. Just understand that divine timing doesn't do it to be spiteful. They don't do it to be hateful. The universe isn't or God, or whoever you want to say, isn't a judgmental so-and-so. They're doing it for our safety. So they're preventing you from getting in a situation that may have caused you more harm. They're not stopping you from shining. They're actually just preventing harm. So ride through this tough time. Don't worry, Stella. It almost resonates with me too, because I started off, 2025 was going to be my year. And we're now in February, and since the 5th of January, so for a month, I've been ill. Go figure. I hadn't had COVID at all. 5th of January, tested positive to COVID. And it was the long COVID. Hadn't even got over that, and I was in hospital last week. It's like, and I'm saying, okay, what's the message here? Do I have to slow down? No, because that'd be going backwards. I've just got to wait for the rest of the world to catch up to me. I've just got to wait for the rest of the world to catch up to my energy. That's it. Okay, eternal peace for me. You are next. And don't forget, if you are not subbed, to type INAD. I don't care if my whole chat blows up with INAD. Oops. There we go. You're welcome, Stella. But no, your dreams haven't been quashed. Trust me. Okay. Now, eternal peace for me is there, and I'm going to do a shout out because a fellow Aussie gave me a reading while I just got out of hospital, like seconds. And it was just what I needed. So thank you, Blue Light Oracle. It was just what I needed to hear seconds after getting out of hospital. Seriously, my whole arm was bruised. The doctor couldn't find a vein, and instead of going to the ones in my hand that are good, he just kept digging. It's like, stop the digging. And, you know, sometimes I figure it might be a new doctor, so they've got to have some practice at this. They've got to work with people that don't have great veins. And so I let him go for a while. And after about his 5th attempt, I'm like, use my hands. The veins are good. So yeah, letting somebody have practice on my body. It's like, okay, you've done enough digging. You've hurt me enough. Just use the ones in my hands. Okay, eternal peace for me. Please pop up. Okay, I'm going to have to look at the list because I do know I've got subs I have to boost. Eternal peace for me was one of them. Scorpio's the next one to be boosted, but just one last try. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to have some coffee and eternal peace for me. Pop up. It's okay, Scorpio. I just moved you to next because you're the next sub. Robot 3, thank you for the hydrate. And thank you also for changing your name. I was struggling with the one you had last time. Okay, eternal peace for me doesn't seem to be coming in, so you are next, Scorpio. And as I was picking up the deck of cards, I feel you may have a person of strict religion in your family. It's like they're very faithful. So just a yes or a no if you can understand that, Scorpio. Someone in your family that is very faithful. Would not be at all surprised if it's priest, nun, monk. Most people who hear my mouth go off are surprised to learn that I have a Franciscan friar as a cousin. And yes, you're currently living at a pastor's house, not blood related. I feel it's driving you nuts. I feel where you're currently living, the pastor's house, is driving you batty. I feel you're grateful, but at the same... Snowkai, welcome in. I feel at the same time you're grateful for it, but it's like, stop preaching at me. Stop preaching. Just let me be. Just let me know if that resonates, Scorpio. Okay. Because I feel as if wherever you're living has prevented you from connecting with others. And Queen Tatiana, welcome in. No, I'm getting the atmosphere where you are. I've got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel as if you're desiring to connect with others who may not have the same level of faith and understanding that you and the pastor you're dealing with do. Okay. I get a real teacher vibe going on between the pastor and yourself. You're teaching each other things. Seriously, with the cards that I've got, you're not married to the pastor, are you? Or in a committed relationship with the pastor? Yeah, I've got to wait until you answer that because I'm getting success, success, success. Okay. Can you understand the romantic person you're thinking of is against organised faith? No, I just got the preachy vibe, okay? Don't start putting words in my mouth, Scorpio. I don't like that very much. I know I said preachy, but the atmosphere could be. The person you're thinking about is put off by that. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah. The person you're thinking about is actually, I don't even want to go near it. If I go in it, as in the building, the atmosphere, lightning will strike me. They are both preachers. Then there's animosity there or competition there. It's as if the environment... the environment's off-putting for them. For some reason. I would sit back and wait this one out. If you're thinking of starting dating someone who is very preachy and they are where you're living and the other person are both preachers, I got the Nine of Wands, the Moon, the Nine of Wands, and the Tower. I feel they are not compatible. The person that the preacher that you're residing with and the person you're interested in aren't compatible. Queen Tatiana, sorry to see you leave. It's almost like I'm put in a position where I have to make a choice and I actually enjoy where I'm living. And I want to say the person you're residing with has taught you a lot. Yeah, there's competition. Oh. Okay, I'm going to let you just sit with what you've typed in, because I feel like, yeah, the pastor at the house might be a respectful person, but I feel there's competition between the pastor at the house and the one you're interested in. You're going to be put in a position where you have to make a choice. You've got the Star card. Anybody who knows me knows I love the Star card as much as the Sun. You got the Star and the Sun. Ha. If somebody I'll have to say this very plainly, Scorpio. If you're interested in someone that does not like the person you share a house with, you can be put in a decision where you have to make a choice. Even though both may be respectful, if both of them don't get along, there's trouble. But I do feel you're going... Do you help the pastor out with services online, as in accessing online services or accessing online Bible classes? You're not seeing this issue. Okay, I'm going to let it play out because it's what I'm picking up, and the Ace of Cups at the bottom was leading me in the right direction. But the pastor you're living with, that's okay. My bit rate started out all over the place. It's evened out now. Do you help the pastor you're living with online Bible studies or online services? You live separate lives. I get you teaching the pastor you live with something, and they teach you patience. I do get an exchange of ideas. So if it's not the one you're living with, it's the one you're interested in. Because I feel as if the pastor you're interested in is very much because I'm dealing with pastors, I'm a bit reluctant to just blurt out because I have respect for people of faith. The person you're interested in is much more driven by ego and forward movement than the one you're living with. And see, even when I say it like that, it sounds like I'm being disrespectful. I'm not. I know pastors in the spiritual faith, or ministers actually in the spiritual faith, and some are much more control freaks than others. It's just like life. There's some that like being in the spotlight and there's others that don't. So it's got to do with personalities. Romantic driven person. Chad, welcome in. Yeah, but I get that as being a good thing. I feel you're going to be in a position where you have to make a choice. And I'll leave it there, Scorpio, because I know there's a lot of affection. Yeah. It's like some of the ministers I know that I resonate better with aren't ego-driven. And yet, even though I'm not a minister, I would say doing Twitch puts me in the ego-driven category, which actually puts the ego-driven ministers I know offside. So, yeah, I can see the navigating as being something you're going to need to do. But I see you studying for something. And it's faith-based. That's okay, Scorpio. I can do you an oracle card, but if you can understand you're studying for something that is faith-based, I was raised a Catholic, and the priest who did my confirmation, the priest who did my confirmation ended up being a lecturer of mine at university. So that's the kind of study. Yeah. I did Bible studies before I left Catholicism. So I was being geared to become a nun. That's what happened with the eldest in the family. You push towards becoming a nun if you didn't get married and have kids. You were supposed to become a nun. So I did the whole Bible studies thing. And I must say, the Bible studies thing, myths were my big thing. You know, myths within the Bible were my big thing. But we have 13th Oracle, which is Kōgī Oracle. We have Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. I don't have labels for myself either, other than recognizing my traits. Sign of the Times. Okay. These are the dizzying oracle decks. So bear with me. But Crystal Banner does a good job with these decks. But yes, when I ended up at university, the teacher that was teaching me Bible studies before I left Catholicism actually ended up being one of my lecturers because I was studying fears, fantasies, and deviance in history. So, yes. No regrets. No regrets. Other than some nuns I know are much better off financially than what I am, but no regrets. I've got awesome friends. I've got an awesome life, actually. There you go. Pretty amazing life. Okie dokie. Come on, guys. Do your thing. Whoops. I'll show you the flip out. I don't take flip outs. It's because I'm a hopeless shuffler. It did work out. It did work out. My cousin, it was dice, by the way, that flipped out. My cousin, who is a friar, gets a brand new car every year. The Catholic Church is definitely rich. But he also has to work really hard. Yeah. He's a singer. So he sings in all around the world. But they make him work hard. But getting a new car every year, I could deal with that. I don't think I could do the work for it, but there we go. Yield. Patience. Okay. Who is it that's traveling at the moment? Traveling. I feel it might be the romantic interest is actually traveling to a conference or something at the moment. Ah. She does funerals. Okay, I get that. That's what I do now. Not all the time. Has been working a lot. I feel there's a travel to an F sounding, like a place that starts with an F. And it's for a, come on, what's the word? It's sort of like for a pastor's revival or a pastor's convention in a place that starts with F. Anyway, the yield card came out, so we'll see what the yield card says. The yield sign is a reminder that it is necessary to slow down and sometimes even pause temporarily. It starts with F. Okay, I can live with that. This card is a message of patience and observation. It is a reminder to take your time and proceed when the coast is clear. What was the reading saying? That there were obstacles that had to be overcome? Balancing? Yeah. The yield sign is clearly visible on this card, but there is heavy foliage surrounding the sign, potentially obstructing the view. This represents the need to have patience for ongoing situations in your life, since you may not be able to see the big picture. Although it can feel like different situations have caused you to wait, the pause you may be experiencing the pauses you may have been experiencing have not been in vain. Yield signs commonly appear when you're traveling from one place to another, so this message is particularly important when moving into different phases in life. Remember, patience is not punishment. Timing plays an important role in your current experiences. The extra consideration taken now will ensure you move forward in the most strategic and successful way. And additional meanings are slow down, divine timing is at play. Having got this card out as well, I feel the romantic connection has been delayed quite a few times. There's a reason for it. Because I see the next step as being joining. And that's why the moving, it's making sense in my head now, but divine timing is at play with all of the delays you've experienced. I feel as if the romantic person is building their own ministry. And I do feel as if the pastor you're living with has actually said to you, be patient. Sometimes, for me anyway, patience is one thing that I'm not always great at. But Scorpio, hopefully you can understand the message now. Because I do get that there's victory here. You've got the star and the sun. After difficult times, you've got the star and the sun. So just be patient through those difficult moments. Okay. That makes sense now. But be patient through the difficult moments because I get success. So write out the difficulties because I feel they're quite frustrating. At some point you're going to have to share. No, thank you, Scorpio. And thank you for forgiving me. When I'm dealing with people of faith, I really do not want to belittle any faith because I feel some form of faith is vital in our lives. And yet to put the words ego and faith in the same sentence, to me feels uncomfortable. It's like I'm being critical when I'm not. So, yeah. So, Scorpio, just be patient. So, and maybe broach the subject with the person you're sharing with. Because I do get a supportive influence coming from the person you're sharing a house with. Okay. Getting there. Morphle, you are up. And I do have to put the list up because I know I've got subs that I have to boost. Okay. Horse-drawn portrait, you are boosted. Okay, Morphle, if you are there, please pop up. Oh, I'm going back. I've got to... Oh, keep... Sorry, I'm just having a moment here. Just having a moment. Okie dokie. I'm not seeing Morphley in the queue. Let's see. Horse-drawn Portrait, you are up next. And then it will be Suspicious Username. Oh, you're welcome, Scorpio. Thank you for being patient with me. So I know you have some patience. Okay. What am I doing? There we go. Now, Horse-drawn Portrait, you are up next. I can't even see Horse-drawn Portrait now. That's weird. Eternal Peace for me. If you are there, please pop up. Yes, I was in hospital. Thank you, Scorpio. I am feeling much better. And thank you, everybody, for your healing prayers and messages. I did get them. Not that I could have my phone on in the hospital I went to. So, there you go. Okay, Suspicious Username. It looks like you. And I'm trying to think. My guides know best. My guides know best. Because that's not a deck I usually go for, because it's a bit slippery. It's a bit slippery with the shuffling. Maybe I've got to use it a bit more. Oh, no. Still slippery with the shuffling. Oh, the Lovers and the Two of Cups. And the Three of Cups. Okay. Suspicious Username. I feel your confidence is growing. I am on the mend, sort of. On antibiotics I'm allergic to, but go figure. I do have a doctor's checkup tomorrow. And hopefully, I know I won't get the all clear if that makes any sense to anyone. But hopefully I don't have to go into hospital. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm crossing everything. Okay. Now, Suspicious Username, can you understand your confidence is building? I just need a yes or a no or an in-ad or something to let me know you can hear me. I don't care if the no's are loud. I really don't. But your confidence is building and growing. Okay, I need an answer. Suspicious Username, please. Just a yes or a no. If it's a no, I don't care if it's a no. Yeah, it's your turn. Can you understand your confidence building and growing? Okay, there we go. Now I know. I want to say you've worked pretty hard on yourself. Your phone died. Your confidence is growing, but you've worked pretty hard on yourself. You're waiting for an offer of employment. I want to say you've done everything right. Okay. The employment part is the last tick. I see that, yeah, relationships you want to know about, but it's a bit early in the game for that. Direction of a career. Then there is going to be direction. You've got a sword on the table and you've got the Ace of Pentacles. There's going to be a direction. The work you've done on yourself is crucial, though. You don't really care about love. That's fine. As I said, it was way too early. Hi, Charlie. Yes, I have been. And thank you for sending the good vibes. I see my doctor tomorrow, so I'll learn more tomorrow. I feel as if there's a teacher who is going to give you some sort of indication about direction, whether that's a teacher who's marking okay. Can you understand mathematics? I feel the teacher you have at the moment is very much mathematical thinking. Or a numbers thinking person. They could be an Aries too. I am feeling some disappointment in that you've asked questions that they won't answer. Okay, with numerology. Okay. Can you understand you've asked questions that they won't answer? So do I, Charlie. So do I. My 2025 didn't kick off the way I thought it would. I feel you're working on behalf of this person at some level. And it's a bit exhausting. Can you understand having to work on behalf of this person? Or at the request of this person? It may not be spiritual work, but it's doing something on behalf of this person. Not really. In your quiet moments, have a think. Because I feel you're asking whether your investment is going to show reward. I feel as if there's a monetary investment. And you're worried that it's not going to show reward. There you go. I'm not seeing an outcome. It doesn't mean that the outcome's not there. I'm just not seeing it. There's something about a completion date in March. It's like you won't know until March. I get goofing off. I wish I could. But March is when you supposedly get a laptop. Okay. There's something where a decision is made in March. And I feel like it's this coming March, not in the past. Okay, I've heard all sorts of things about sticking, like cards that stick. If somebody's got a suggestion for cards that are too slippery, let me know. Sorry, I am on medication that affects my throat, so oh, drink. Thank you, Charlie. I did get a drink. Now, I'm going to put the list up, and I need to have a break. As you all witnessed, I'll suffocate if I don't. I'm not sure what it means either, suspicious username, but I'm picking up that a decision is made this coming March. And I feel it has to do with your spiritual classes, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, I will be back as soon as I fix this tickle in my throat. Well, there you go. If it's a probably, I can live with that. I'll be back as soon as I can. And I am back. Is anyone else like me and allergic to antibiotics? My whole life I have had trouble after trouble with doctors that don't listen to the fact that you can be allergic to antibiotics. Penicillin, then add the others. But I didn't know until later in life. Lucky me. And you've got a spouse allergic to penicillin. It's not fun. They are scary. And the thing is, they are becoming more common. I had the injections for the allergy for 12 months. And they didn't take. So they just made me sick for 12 months. It's like, yeah, there's some things that are really good and other things you just got to manage. But they've put me on antibiotics and they said, okay, you can combat the symptoms with this, this and this. So it's like, okay. Anyway, Purple Haze, I think you are actually next. There we go. And I love it that you guys chat while I'm away from keyboard. It does make me feel a lot better. Okay, can you understand? I'm sick of this doing it solo, and I did see some of your chat, but I'm getting it as if family are not supportive either. It's like you had to walk away from a lot. Oh, you made friendship bracelets. That's awesome. But it's like, I'm sick of doing this solo. And when I say that, I mean shopping. I mean, like grocery shopping. I mean, just the general day-to-day things. It's like someone needs a holiday. 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, but who helps you, Purple Haze? Who helps you? It's like your desire is for a knight in shining armor. And all you're getting is the devil. Okay. There's balance, but I do feel as if with the Justice card there and the 10 of Pentacles, there's balance, but I do see you needing to stand up for what you believe in. And I feel as if no one's helping you. You're helping everybody else, yeah. But I feel at the moment someone is needing, and I'm not talking about your son, I did see that chat. I'm not talking about your son. I'm talking about someone closer. Oh. Well, then I must have got it mixed up when I saw the chat. I saw somebody close making it very difficult. So as you mentioned, brother, it could be brother. It's almost like a look at me, look at how bad my journey is. Okay. Can you understand dealing with that energy? Look at how bad my journey is. Because I feel that's what you're up against. And no one's looking at your side. Did I say sad and bad? No. I feel they're sad you're not doing things for them. You need to stand up for what you want. And you want more balance. You want to be heard. I feel as if it's only been... Is this a Christmas, New Year's breakup that I'm dealing with? I feel it hasn't been that long. Okay. There's a little bit of selfish energy I'm getting. It's like... The weird thing is, I hear pop culture in my head to get me to where I need to be. And I'm hearing, but we were on a break. You know the argument between Ross and Rachel? We're on a break. I feel a lot needs to be talked about. There you go. You need to stand up for your values, is what I'm picking up. Yes, the discussion might be open. Yes, you are desiring to fix this. But you need to say what's acceptable to you and what's not. And one of those is, you need to help me. But stand your ground. Good. Keep going. Stand your ground. Because I feel a little toxic energy that you're dealing with here, with the devil there. It can be balanced, but there needs to be clear agreements. Not just you expressing your needs and boundaries. And look, I've done it. Anything I say on this stream, it's usually because I've done it in my life. Where I've expressed my needs and boundaries clearly and forcefully and said that's how it's going to be. They've said nothing and we've gone merrily along. And when I've brought up the discussion, oh, but I didn't agree to it. It's like, well, agreeing to it was me coming back. You know, how do you return an iron once you've broken it? You can't. So, unless it's got a warranty, but relationships don't come with those warranties. Okay, I feel the inner demons are still there. So whatever inner demons you were battling, they're still there. Okie dokie. You need assurances that the inner demons have been dealt with and are gone. Okay. Can you understand people being jealous that you're with this person? Don't let other people's jealousy rule your head. Thank you, Ghostling. See, I've got the supportive chatters. I love it. Yeah. There you go. The demons need to be gone. Okay. There we are. Ghostling, you are next. Yeah. I know, and it's a combative thing. You'll get through it. I'm all about forgiveness. Venus Tranquility, welcome in. Yes, you can join. Queue is still open. I'm all about forgiveness, but it's like, you can tell me once that you disrespect me by your actions or words, but definitely do not tell me twice, because I'm gone. How do I find and keep the people meant to be in your life? Ah, that's a good question, Ghostling. I would look at, okay, when things are going great, count your friends around. You wouldn't be able to claim it at the moment, suspicious username, because I've already done your read. So Lightseers Tarot would be me using Lightseers Tarot, which I'm about to do for Ghostling. I've said this a fair few times on stream, and it is an Aussie country singer has a song about it. When the good times roll, count your friends. When the chips are down, count them again. Oh, I'm using it anyway, so no need to. My guides told me to use it. Because I feel as if certain friends have said no recently. However, it's unusual for them. So, life is going to have ups and downs. You can't make a decision like that with your soul tribe with one up or one down, because you don't have a reference for it. But finding people that vibe with you is actually get out and living life the best you can. For me, you might have seen me shuffle cards. Yes, I do play poker. So I do play the game of cards called poker. And I've met some brilliant people there. I also like going to church, to my church, the Spiritualist Church. And I've met people there. And not everybody that goes to the Spiritualist Church is going to be my buddy or my friend. Just because we have similar belief systems, we're not all going to be friends. Same as poker. I've joined activities that, yeah, you be nice until it's time not to be nice. And when it's time not to be nice, quite often the best thing is walk away. Just don't have anything to do with them anymore. That's simple living thing. But I feel as if, Ghostling, yours goes deeper than that. You're sick of hermit mode. You're wanting to change hermit mode quick. It's like I'm getting the question, when is it my time to have close connections? Okay. I get the feeling that you're always the one changing to fit in. Everybody else is rah-rah, I do this, I do that, I do whatever. And you're the one always changing to fit in. And life is a balance like this. No, it wasn't a call out. I've changed to fit in. I've later learnt that it was the wrong move, but that's life. We live and we learn. I just feel as if there's a dominant person you mentioned your workplace, your new job. There's a dominant person there that's been there for a while. Make friends with the people that steer clear of them. Okay, yeah. Make friends with the people that steer clear of them. And there are a few. But I feel as if it's the dominant person that dictates the socializing. It's the dominant person that dictates who gets what role within the new job. But Ghostling, it definitely was not a call out. I've done it. Where I've become more quiet to be more appealing to people. When quiet is not who I am. I'm loud, without a filter, and yet I've turned into that quiet person that says nothing and except, oh, we're going out for drinks tonight, we're meeting at this bar. Okay. That was my standard answer, was okay. Not that place again. It's a bit of a dive now. Let's go to the tapas bar down the road. But I didn't want to start somewhere where I seemed pushy. We all have these thoughts. But I do see change in you. And I feel you will actually seek out those that aren't connected to the dominant person at work. There's a few. There's a reason. You'll find out once you get close to those people that have nothing to do with the dominant person, you will find out why they have nothing to do with the dominant person. Okay, Oracle, Ghostling. I have 13th Oracle, Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. Unicorn. Okay. The magic of unicorns. I feel like it'll be a unicorn that's like shine your own light. Or a community one. It's a fluffy unicorn. Ah! See, toys were very different when I was growing up. Toys were very, very different. It's like, what, Barbie had been released for a few years. Oh yeah, there was the Sally and Cindy doll where you could grow their hair and things like that. Okie dokie, let's see. I'm glad you did get your favourite toy back though. I know what that's like. Oh, come on. Refreshing oasis. Nurture yourself. Gather your strength. Ah. Oh, toys today are strange to you. Wait until you get to my age. Oh. Yeah, I actually do feel find your oasis. Find that place within you where everything is calm. Then you will be able to see clearly, because I feel as if this card is going to direct you, and it's by Diana Cooper, this Oracle deck. I do feel as if this card is going to direct you to seek that inner peace, but also that it will direct you towards clear answers. And I almost opened it on the page. It was like one page off. Now I can't get my fingers to work to get one page over. There we are. This card suggests you need to rest, relax, and look after yourself. It is during moments of refreshment and peace that you can re-energize at a cellular level. So, how can you best nurture yourself? Do you need a long soak in a scented bath, a massage, a walk in restorative nature? At 40 degrees Celsius here in Melbourne, I'm not going for a walk in any nature. A walk in restorative nature or a good holiday. What food and liquid does your body need? How can you bring yourself into equilibrium? An oasis is a safe refuge from the outside world. It is a space in which to contemplate and reassess your life, and to rest and gather strength for the next part of your trip. So your guidance now is to take yourself into your inner cave of calm and tranquility. I said it was going to refer to the inner cave, or the inner place where you feel peace. Whether you allocate an hour or a week to looking after yourself, spend some time fulfilling your physical and emotional needs. Your unicorn is recommending that you decide what is right for you and act on that decision. Treat yourself to something that is good for you and fills you with joy. This card heralds downtime for you. Switch your mind off in the silence. Then harness the resources you have to help you on your way. Many beings, spiritual or physical, have brought you to this point. It is important to thank them and remember that new guides may step forward to assist you on the next leg of your journey. And the affirmation is, I nurture and refresh myself. I do feel, having drawn this card as well as the reading, I do feel you may be a little over analytical. But it's always good practice to schedule time for yourself. I know for me, I need at least 15 minutes to half an hour after I finish where nobody talks to me, where nothing happens. It's the same as when I prepare. I prepare by doing a meditation and centering myself, but then I prepare by emptying my mind. And to empty my mind, I listen to heavy music. And that really drums out my own thoughts. I appreciate you too, Ghostling, but yeah. But there you go. If you're under 30, you're under the age of any of my nephews. Even under the age of my brother, who is 10 years younger than me. So I remember my brother, it was the new thing that came out was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they're still going. I was quite shocked, actually. They're still going. Okay, Snowkai, you are up next. Yeah, my brother's got two still of the original first releases that are still in an unopened box. So, yeah, my brother and I were the same when it came to toys. We'd much rather admire them than play with them. Although my brother was also into Transformers, which he used all the time. Because you got to remember, those things were brand new when my brother was born. Brand new. And hey, Snowkai. Hope your streams are going well, Snowkai. Why am I picking up You Want a Love reading? Oh. I'm a bit down on love at the moment. Knight of Swords. Okay. No, it might not be. Two of Wands. Someone's rushing you to make a decision, Snowkai. I feel someone is rushing you to make a decision. And I do know there is a bit of a lag on my stream today, but I do get that someone is definitely rushing you to make a decision. It's almost like they're saying, it's not that hard. It's either yes or it's no. It's yourself. Okay. Can you understand saying that to yourself then? It's not hard. It's either yes or no. And I feel it's a return to something from the past. Okay. That makes sense. It's a return to something of the past. You're wanting something new, but I feel as if those external to you are wanting what you originally did. And it could relate to your stream here. Yeah. You're so over what you originally did. And I know we were talking about toys before and things like that, but at some point you get bored. And it's like you started following your passion and all of a sudden everything just went pfft. Just let me know if that resonates, Snowkai. Okay. I feel if you're wanting to follow your passion, think of it in terms of how you originally started. How you originally grew. Taco, welcome in. Because I feel you are so sick of doing the same thing that really returning to it isn't an option. You will be just so bored. Yeah. Okay. As far as the dating thing goes, you're so over the current people. Yeah. I'm going to have to do a dating podcast of some description. Because I feel as if I've got wisdom to impart. But Snowkai, as far as your stream goes and income, I don't see you returning to the old ways, but I do see you growing with the new. There is definitely a return to old school. I can't say chivalry because chivalry has just taken a new turn. But looking at values rather than looks or appearance or things like that. There is a return to looking at values first in the dating scheme. Anyway, Snowkai, I've got 13th Oracle. I got Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. Your choice. Last one, Energy and Spirit. I feel like it's going to be a card similar to Follow Your Bliss. Or Ascendant Masters or something yeah. Something is, you need to follow that passion, because what used to work no longer does. And don't get me started on Red Pill. If you haven't heard of it, do not search it. You will get nothing but angry man posts. Excuse all the straight men in the... I did say angry man, but your analytical feed will just come up with angry man stuff constantly. But trust me, Red Pill, you are aware of it. It is literally angry man stuff. It's how to use and abuse the dating process for your own gains, and I'm over it, because these people are my age. Some of them are 10 years younger than me, and it's like, grow up. I actually put a few curse words in there, but when I say it, it's like, grow up, for goodness sakes. Grow a set. And no, I don't do my nails or dress up for my female friends. I do them because I like it. Okay, come on. Let me know when. There we go. Wisdom of the Magi, mental clarity. Oh. I haven't drawn this card before, so it'll be interesting what Sandra Ann Taylor says about it. And yes, Sandra Ann Taylor has different historical books to what I ever saw, that's for sure. Because the Magi were always the people that followed the North Star and presented the baby Jesus with tokens. So frankincense, myrrh, always a good go-to if you need to use incense. Okay, wisdom of the Magi. The Magi bring powerful, perhaps life-changing guidance to you. When this card appears, it indicates that an important project either is already in the works or will be coming your way soon. This may be something personal, or it may relate to a career or professional goal. Either way, you have the ability now to take on even complex endeavors. And you will be guided and inspired by this great eternal collective mind. In ancient times, people sought assistance from the Magi, the wise men who were alchemists and astrologers. These masters thought to have access to hidden magical information. So whenever you need input on a decision or plan, open your heart and mind to the empowering wisdom of this majestic group of guides. When meditating or falling asleep, call on the Magi. Enlightening guidance will be coming your way. And the affirmation is, I am free to choose positive and honoring thoughts. My mind is open to the unlimited wisdom the Magi bring to my life. And Snowkai, I'm picking up this relates to your work about not going backwards, about moving forward with your new project. Getting the wisdom of the Magi card to me indicates that perseverance It says the ability to take on even complex endeavors. I feel like the new version of you is complex, and you will be able to make it work. And hopefully that resonates for you, because I don't see there's any going backwards. It's like you're having discomfort at people that were once hugely supportive, but only when you were doing the old stuff. Now that you're doing new stuff, it's like, no, we want the old stuff. It's like people can sit in people are people. Even my age group. Things that are comfortable to us, yeah, we're going to stay there for a little while. But I'm not unpacking there. For example, comfort foods are usually things that your closest relative would make for you when you were having a down day. And it brings comfort to you, but is it healthy for you with what we know about life now? Maybe not. A lot of people, their comfort food is ice cream or pudding or fill in the blank. And it's usually something unhealthy. So if you think about it in that, being comfortable is not always the correct way to go. And I do believe that the Magi welcome new and everlasting changes. Yeah. There you go. If they don't support you having your own individual life choices, they're just sheep. They'll just follow. In Australia, referring to land animals is actually quite common. In Australia, sheep are stupid. They'll follow the flock. So you can either be a leader or a follower. Eventually, the sheep are going to follow you if you're the leader. Because sheep are stupid, they'll follow anything. It's just an Australian reference. I'm not putting anyone down. And sheep will literally jump in front of traffic if the sheep in front of them cross the road as well. It's like they're not the smartest creatures in the world. And humans can sometimes be very much like sheep. If you look at social psychology, for example, when people organise evacuation plans for, say, sport, you've got Super Bowl Sunday coming up. It happens here in Australia on Monday. I just know a few people that are doing it. But have a look at Super Bowl Sunday. It's like everybody, sheeple. Yeah, there you go, Taco. Everybody just assumes that they're doing it. It's like, I know so many people that attend Super Bowl parties that aren't even into it. It's like in Australia, the equivalent to Super Bowl is Australian Football League. And I'm not into that, but I work the venues. But back to the venues. If you look at those who plan the evacuations for those great big stadiums at full capacity, the psychology of evacuation actually looks at sheep. Because sheep will follow whoever is giving directions. They're just the masses are just waiting for someone to take charge. And as long as there is someone that directs and is confident in their directions, the sheep will follow. So don't write it off just yet, Snowkite. It may not have worked to start, but look at your own confidence level. If you show up as an evacuation person for the old things, this is the new thing. You're going to love it and you're going to do this. Be quite clear and directive. Sheep will always follow. Anybody that takes a leader position. Anybody. See, I know all of this, but I don't use any psychological wands in my stream. I just don't, I don't think people really are sheep. Stasia, welcome in. I really don't think people are sheep. In all seriousness, I don't. Now, I did do the cut and paste for my Discord. I'm feeling okay. I've got doctor's appointment tomorrow. I think they're just going to put me on more antibiotics, but hopefully my own physician will put me on something I can tolerate better. The thing that's linked, that puts me up as linked, that's the Discord. Because the channels don't have numbers anymore. The old one was different. But that is the Discord channel. And I will be doing spiritual classes. I will be doing them. So, yeah. But Snowkai, rock yourself. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. It's like, rock your energy. I don't know about that, Stasia. I'm allergic to antibiotics. And they've put me on one that makes me feel, ugh. So, I'll get there. I know it's for my own good. I know it's for my own good. Venus Tranquility, you are up next. And Snowkite, you know you're one of my recommended channels, so you don't have to worry about that. That's not going to change. I'm a creature of habit. Okay, Venus Tranquility. Can you understand being confused about a study project or a study ambition? A general reading. I just need yes or no. At the moment, I haven't turned over any cards. I'm picking up a study goal or ambition. Just yes, no. This is how I shift my energy from one person to the other without having to do the be right back after every single read. I just asked my guide to give me something brief. It's either a yes or a no. I am being given a study goal or ambition. You were taking a tarot study. That's what I'm doing, but spiritual. Encompasses tarot as well. Encompasses scrying, encompasses mental mediumship, encompasses talking to guides, the lot. With live streaming. Okay. Well, because I do live streaming, as you know, my course will definitely cover that. And it would be great because I've had COVID and I've been in hospital just since 2025 started. I'd love to have it where somebody took over my stream. Or somebody I could call on where it would happen. But I can definitely say that would be from somebody from one of my classes. Okay. Can you understand feeling like you do turn up all the time? You are honest with yourself all the time, and yet the numbers don't equate? Or the numbers don't equal... Numbers don't equal effort. That's how I need to say it. Okay, 9 of Cups. I feel like you may have sacrificed other areas of your life, and that has created some inner resentment. Yeah, you've sacrificed other areas of your life. I'm feeling like one of those is relationships. Like romantic relationships. And you're trying to show up in your best possible way, while behind the scenes, life is sort of like falling apart a bit. And I'm not I was accused of this earlier in stream. I don't call anyone out. Usually they're things that I've gone through for the exact same reason, because my guide can only use my point of reference to get the message across. I feel as if you're heartbroken because your dedication to your audience meant that you missed something of importance in your personal life. Yeah, you missed the toxic in your personal life. Sorry to say it that way. Oh, Ghostling, thank you. No, it wasn't a calling out. For my guides to give it to me in a certain way, it means I've been through it. It's no calling out. But Venus Tranquility, I feel you may have missed a toxic situation, or somebody's managed to get toxicity injected into your personal life. And now the getting out is a bit difficult. Or getting it back on track is too difficult. Okay, I want to say don't miss the drama. Are you the Aries, or are you dealing with Aries? Oh, I get the feeling pinpointed thing. I'm sorry I put you in that position, Ghostling, but thank you. Thank you for your understanding towards me. It's always appreciated. I want to say don't miss the drama, because you did have an Aries. I want to say it was an unhealthy Aries. And Linda Goodman's sun signs. If you look at Linda Goodman's sun signs, have a look at what the negative components of Aries are. Because Venus Tranquility, I do feel as if you have dodged that. And I want to say you got out just in time. Yeah, you're a different person from when you entered. You were light-hearted, you were carefree before you entered this. They managed to sneak in toxicity while you were doing you. And I feel it was a demand on your time while you were doing you. I do feel as if you're not that person now. You're fearful that you may have picked up some... Okay. I feel you may have snapped in the last, instant responded in the last week or so. and you're beating yourself up about it. Don't. You haven't developed their toxic traits, trust me. I'd see it if it was that case. But yes, Linda Goodman's Sun Signs actually addresses every sun sign's positive and negative traits. And you will see that Aries' negative traits, along with a few other signs, can actually lead to violent outbursts. And that's a very, 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 very unhealthy Aries. Most zodiac signs are actually healthy. There you go. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Venus Tranquility. My prayers of protection for you moving forward. I feel you will come out of this. It's just a healing process. But I do pick up the anxiety of your healing process having to go in the background where no one really knows about it. So just know I've been there. I've had the unhealthy Aries. In all seriousness, I just left. Well, when I say just, probably about 12 months ago. But I left the unhealthy and haven't looked back. I've been on dates where ghosters treated me better than the unhealthy Aries. Ah, it's sad when you say it that way, though. But it actually, if you have dealt with an unhealthy Aries, it means the process of moving forward is enlightening. Yeah, it's not easy to leave. They do make it quite difficult. And it's gaslighting. I want to say you leaving is actually gaslighting the whole way through. Oh, I didn't see this coming. I didn't see that. And for 2 years, you've been telling them that every time you see them, we are broke, we need to fix us. And because you keep turning up, they assume that it's fixed. No, it's not. I'm just turning up so it can be fixed. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, I never promised you that. I never said I don't remember that. Yeah, keep talking to your junk, because your junk is, you're the only person that's going to be near your junk for a long time. And if somebody else goes there, poor them. So it's like, because you've been through the unhealthy part of it, moving forward is actually enlightening. You know, like if a ghoster treats you better than a situation you've left, ghosting isn't scary. It's like, okay, you're bad. I'm moving on. I could put so many different things in there because nothing is scary after. It is true, Venus Tranquility, so moving forward will be easier. It's like nothing any dating process can do is worse than what you left. So the only, what is it? Yaz, the only way is up. It was, bless you, Daniel. It was my best friend's song, and he reckoned it was about me. And the only way is up. And it's got like trumpets and clarinets. It's a real... Oh, go to any LBGTQI dance party and you'll hear it. So, yeah, the only way is up. So listen to Yaz and keep listening to it, because it's true. You'll eventually find that person that says, okay, no matter what happens, we've got each other, and that's all that matters. And, yeah, bless you, Daniel, for putting that in my head. Who would have thought that I started a trend? I had a best friend who was gay. And then, like, we're growing up, we're doing our thing, and, you know, we played tennis together, we did all sorts of things. And then well into our friendship, Sex in the City started with everybody having to have a gay best friend. I think it was Friends, then Sex in the City, and you know how it goes. Everybody had to have a gay best friend. And it's like, we're the original. And he's now in the spirit world. So I get things from him from time to time. And we're both opinionated. So that works in our favour. Okay, Taco, you are up next. Hey, Taco. Oh, Venus Tranquility, thank you for the biddies. Mwah. Look, just know that I'm in exactly the same boat. I left a year ago. Thank you, Taco. I left a year ago. I'm now out there and dating, and nothing is scary. And for a 58-year-old where everything about dating has changed, right down to the bill is definitely going to be 50-50. Go figure. No, it's not. My bra costs more than your entire outfit. You're paying for dinner if you ever expect to get in it. There you go, Venus Tranquility. At 58, it's like, my bra costs more than their entire outfit. If they're not paying for dinner, they're not getting into it. So, yes, dating has changed. Thank you for the hydrate, Taco. Now, let's see what we've got. Okay, my guides can't decide on the cards again. Yeah, it's how we think. And I'm fine if they insist on 50-50. I'm okay with it. At least I've had a nice time out. Are they going to get the second date? Chances are not likely. So, and also now it's more who initiates the date pays. Which I don't agree with either. But, it's like, I want someone who treats me special right from the get-go. And I've spoken to a lot of people, and I really do not believe modernity, unless you're a female player or an LGBTQI player, you're not thinking that way either. You're thinking of, I want to impress this person I'm going out with, no matter whether you're male, female, however you resonate. You're wanting to impress the person. Now, I'm fine with takeaway coffees sitting at a park, looking out at the oval at a nice view. I'm impressed with that, as long as the conversation's there. So, Taco, you've started beating your own drum, but you're feeling no one's listening. Good on you for starting it. Now, Taco, can you understand? You felt lost for, I almost want to say until 2 days ago, you felt totally lost. 2 days ago, there was hope. 2 days ago there was hope. And I want to say the hope is positive. Let's see what the cards have. Ace of Swords. There's action being... Nine of Cups. I feel 2 days ago was a real turning point for you, Taco. Queen. Okay. Empress. I'm feeling as if your romantic life is at the forefront. And you're feeling more hopeful about it now than ever before. Yeah. Taco, I know you've followed me for such a long time now. You know I don't mince words. I feel as if you need to slow this one down. It's really exciting. It's really positive. But it's not yet deep. I feel they may have revealed something to you that brought a tear to your eye. Or that made you feel for them. They haven't asked that same question of you yet. So I feel you need to slow this one down. Until you get the reciprocal stuff, which I do see happening. I do see happening. Until the reciprocal stuff. You've got the Queen of Cups here. Now in this deck... moments. Oh, good God. I've got such a stack of decks here. If someone can remember the name of the deck, I'd be most appreciative. But the Queen of Cups in this deck is actually the most hopeful for an equality partnership. Because it's got the seahorse, it's got the maiden with the shell. The seahorse is actually asexual. The male seahorse gives birth to the babies. So it's affection without gender. And in that respect, I see it as being reciprocal. No one takes the lead. No one takes favour over another. But you're still in the discovery process. So keep reminding yourself of that. Even though I see it being fruitful, just remind yourself that you're still in the discovery process. Whew, I even get giddy energy with this. Whew. This is like, whoo. Now, Taco, I've got to put these cards down because I'm getting a spirit connection coming in too for you. And this is going to change the tone of the reading a bit. Because this spirit energy coming through is... Can you understand someone who went missing? I have a spirit... Okay. They've never been found is what I'm being told. They've never been found. Or if they were... Okay. I feel it's been long enough for me to break the news that they're on the other side. I do feel it's a road going through a hill that they went missing on or that they were last seen. A road going through a hill is where they were last seen. Okay, I'll let you think on it. Can you understand why I'm picking up something that sounds like Tulsa? Tulsa. Tulsa. Or Tesla, or... Come on, not really. Okay. Because you're unsure of the road, I feel they were last seen heading out of town on a road that's on a hill. And it's like it's only a dual carriageway, you know, one lane each way. And there's a significant drop off. I feel as if someone has suspicions around this, and I feel like it's a police person has suspicions around what happened. I feel give that police person another nudge. They may be close to retirement, but they still care about the case. Okay. Could the Tulsa relate to this person's name? I'm hearing it through cotton wool, so I could be getting the sound of the name wrong. It starts with a T, that much I know. And there's a few vowels in it.